everybody, Christian Grest here. So I was tagged by AlphaRomeo One-Five in a video that he did. So he recently did a video on his favorite rifle. So I'm going to put a little bit of a twist on this because as a lot of y'all know, I got a fairly decent sized collection. So my favorite rifle of all time has to be this guy right here. So this is my M1 Garand. This is I've owned quite a few M1 Garands over the years, and this one here was the very first one that I purchased in person at the Civilian Marksmanship Program North Store up in Ohio, and it is a all correct post World War II Springfield Armory rifle. So I always tell folks, if I ever had to get rid of all my firearms, all my rifles, this would be the one that I keep. So, anyways, since I had a hard time choosing, I decided I was going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm going to do two favorite rifles. The M1 Garand, obviously. So that's my all-time favorite, but as far as older rifles, and then as far as modern rifles, it's gonna have to be this this guy right here. So this is one of my very first AR builds, and this is a Spikes tactical build that I did many years ago, and it's made quite a few changes over the years. So let's go ahead and get down to the workbench here, and I'll show you all a little bit of the close-ups on these things on camera, and try not to make this too long. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so first off, let's go ahead and take a look at my M1 Garand. So like I said, it is a all correct Springfield Armory post-war, so you can see a pretty good look there at the receiver. And it's not been fired a whole lot. It was almost like a brand new rifle when I got it. The stock is correct stock, but it didn't originally come on the rifle, unfortunately. So it was kind of corrected after the fact. This was a limited batch that the CMP had. These rifles were basically all brand new, not used, but they had somewhere along the lines lost their stock, so they had CMP replacement stocks on there, but I was able to get a correct stock for it later on and finish this thing up. But if you look at this stock, it's actually pretty dang gorgeous. So and you guys might have seen this particular rifle on the channel in the past. It's really one of my favorites for sure. So try to get the barrel in there a little bit better. But in case y'all didn't know, M1 Garands, they shoot the 30-06, and they are pretty punchy, but not as punchy as you would think. They shoot ball round, which is military spec, which is a little lighter actually than your commercial ammo. So that's one thing you gotta be careful for. If you do have an M1 Garand, be careful you shoot the correct ammo in it, otherwise you can mess up the op rod right there. So this rifle here, I've shot a little bit of competitions with it, but I have a more dedicated rifle for doing competitions with Garands. So then I have this guy here. So he is a Spikes tactical build that I did many years ago. This was my very first AR build, and I say build in quotation marks because the upper receiver actually was a complete Spikes mid-length 16-inch. However, as you can see, I have swapped things around over the years. This thing's had a Troy handguard on there. I think it had a Aero Precision at one point. The Geisley I've had on there for quite a while. This thing's using the infamous zombie lower from Spike's Tactical. So this guy is, I actually picked up this lower receiver at a gun show, paid probably more for it because of that than I would like, back in the mid 2000s, or actually late 2000s. Yeah, so it's been an awesome rifle. I've actually hunted with this thing. There you can see a Troy bolt release, or bad lever, whatever you want to call it. It has Troy backup sights. I'm running a loopholed 1.5 to 4 powered scope, and this guy has been an awesome scope. It does have a green dot on the inside of it. Let's see if you guys can, I don't really know if you can see it or not. Maybe you can't. So Geisley handguard, and then out at the end here I have my Rugged Radiant 762 suppressor. So this is all titanium suppressor, and you know, this guy has been a pretty awesome rifle. So alright, so that about wraps it up. Appreciate y'all taking a look at my favorite rifles. So my favorite older rifle, my favorite modern rifle, and I reckon I need to go ahead and tag a few folks in this video to kind of continue on this My Favorite Rifle series. So let's tag MrBigKid, Cav Trooper 19D, Chicowize, the Crazy Scotsman, Insight Freedom, and let's tag Lynx Defense. So I know he's a pretty busy guy, but maybe he can find a few moments to hop on and you know, make a video about his favorite rifle. So all right, so I hope everybody's doing good. You know, summer's kind of winding down for folks, and you know, appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, sharing, liking, all that good stuff, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.